When a patron at a bar gets overly intoxicated and causes harm to someone else, who is responsible? In 2021, a 19-year-old man was served 14 alcoholic drinks without being ID'd once. This was over several hours in a St. Lucie County, Florida establishment. He then proceeded to leave the bar, climb into his pickup truck, and drive away. On his way home, the man swerved off into the middle lane and caused a head-on collision with another vehicle, which contained a 32-year-old woman, killing her instantly. Dram shop liability refers to the laws set in place to protect innocent victims from the financial retributions of accidents caused by intoxicated individuals. These laws originate in 18th century English taverns, which sold alcohol by the dram or spoonful. By the 19th century, the United States adopted these laws and redefined them after the repeal of Prohibition in 1933. Today, those laws hold bars and other alcohol vendors accountable for over-serving or illegally serving minors. In the 2021 case, the woman's family filed a lawsuit against the local bar and grill that served the 19-year-old, alleging that they were responsible for operating the bar and allowing a minor to be served. Under Florida's dram shop laws, bars can be held liable when they knowingly serve alcohol to minors or visibly intoxicated guests who later cause harm. In the end, the complications of this case led to a $5.9 million settlement. Common law is derived from judicial decision or court precedents rather than being a written statute or constitution. It is created by interpreting existing laws and applying past decisions to current cases. The relationship between common law and dram shop laws involves a transition from traditional common law rule of immunity to a modern statutory liability. Historically, under traditional English common law, commercial alcohol vendors were generally not liable for injuries caused by their intoxicated patrons. However, due to the harsh effects of this common law rule and more modern dangers presented, such as drinking and driving, state legislatures started implementing dram shop laws in the mid-1800s. The temperance movement was a social and political movement of the early 20th century that aimed to reduce alcohol consumption or eliminate it overall. During this time, the consumption of alcohol was blamed for things such as crime, poverty, domestic violence, and moral decay. This movement is credited with being directly responsible for the enactment of dram shop laws. Wisconsin and Maine were two of the first states to pass dram shop acts starting in 1849. By 1855, 12 states had passed similar laws. While the temperance movement eventually led to prohibition and then faded after its repeal in 1933, the dram shop laws it inspired stuck around till this day. Despite all the progress throughout the last few centuries, there are still some states which are non-dram shop states. Although they are a minority, few states have chosen to repeal their dram shop acts or have other laws in place which strictly enforce old common laws, which limits the liability of establishments to very specific scenarios, usually ones involving minors. As of 2025, there are 8 states that are considered non-dram shop states. The following states maintain the traditional common law rule that the consumption of alcohol, not the furnishing of it, is the proximate cause of injury, placing full responsibility on the intoxicated individual: Delaware, Kansas, Louisiana, Maryland, Nebraska, Nevada, South Dakota, and Virginia. The development of dram shop laws shows a societal shift in the general understanding that selling alcohol is a big responsibility and should be treated as such. The selling of alcohol is not a passive act. It carries a responsibility to the public and it is a duty that continues to be redefined and challenged in courts to this day.